Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you 12 of my summer beauty essentials. I have been gathering some beauty products, some new, some old, some skincare, some makeup, and I really tried to pare it down to 12 summer essentials that I could share with you today. I'm also just feeling very summer ready in what I'm wearing today. I have been loving a very bright lip. I have a bright glossy lip on today, which makes me a little less confident than a bold matte lip because I'm just worried that it's gonna travel outside of my lip line. But I have this beautiful dress on. I am headed to work after filming this video. And I also wanted to share the shoes I will be wearing to work today. And so I'm also including a fashion summer essential. I am interrupting this video to share today's sponsor, Cosy Island. Cosy Island is a footwear and handbag brand focused on prioritizing both comfort and style. I have shared with you guys a couple times over the last few months that I've been struggling stepping into this new era in my career where I'm now working outside of the home. I'm in a client-facing field and I'm just really trying to find my personal style while also prioritizing my comfort. I want to feel comfortable in what I'm wearing, and shoes especially play a huge part in that. So I was so excited to have the opportunity to work with Cosy Island today. They did send me 2 pairs of shoes that I'm going to share with you. As with everything else I'm talking about in today's video, you can definitely find links in my description box. The first pair of shoes I chose I thought were so fun. These are the Grace Lithe pointed toe heeled mule, and I did choose the leopard print. These do come in a variety of styles and prints, so you can really find something that works for you. What really drew my eye to these is this really sleek pointed toe. I find a pointed toe heel so elegant, and then that the heel is not too high and it is a bit wider on the actual base, making this really easy to walk in. I think these are a mix of like a classic shaped shoe with more of a trendy print. I feel like leopard print is coming back again. I like the buckle detail. I like on the back of the mule there is a little bit of a lip, so my foot does feel really secure in these. And this padding on the arch, I feel like the older I get, the more I'm realizing that I need some good support in my shoes, but I still want to look stylish in doing so. These have a really soft material and I feel comfortable wearing these all day long at the office. The second pair of shoes I chose are these Commute Espadrilles rounded open toe wedge sandal, kind of a mouthful. These felt like summer and nostalgia to me. I feel like this espadrille style wedge was really popular a couple years ago, but again, we're seeing those trends come back around. I love how sturdy this feels. This is a much higher heel than the mule that I chose, but these still feel so comfortable to wear for a long period of time. This looks great at the office, but more specifically, I thought that these would be a great addition to my summer wardrobe as more of a casual shoe. I can see myself wearing these with summer dresses or even with a pair of skinny jeans. Yes, I am a millennial. I'm not ready to give up my skinny jeans completely. I love how these look and I feel really confident walking in these. They don't feel tippy at all. Again, just pointing out this support that we have in these shoes that makes my foot so happy. I am getting older and I'm just noticing things like that more and more as time goes on. You'll have to let me know which shoe I chose is your favorite, and they have so many options to choose from on their website. I'm going to get so much wear out of my new shoes from Cozy Island. They were kind enough to offer me a discount code for you guys, which I will pop up on the screen here. This will save you 10% off their website. And if you're interested in browsing on their site, I would absolutely love if you clicked the link I have provided in the description box. When you click links for creators, whether it's sponsored content or not, it is extremely helpful to us in showing brands that you are interested in what we are sharing with you. So if you are looking for some shoes to add to your summer wardrobe, or you're in need of more options to wear to the office, I definitely think you should check out Cozy Island. I'm really happy with how comfortable and stylish these shoes look. So once again, thank you so much, Cozy Island, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. I've been getting more into fashion lately, so if you have any summer fashion essentials, you can leave those in the comments below for me to check out. I do hope that you enjoyed that sponsored clip. Now let's head into the beauty products. It wouldn't be a summer essentials beauty edition if we didn't chat about SPF. You should be using SPF every single day throughout the entirety of the year, but it is especially important in the summer when that sun is really beating down on us. And I don't know about you, but I am certainly outdoors more often in this warmer weather. I have like 5 SPFs that I really truly love, but this is the only one I have currently. The other ones I'm using right now are not my fave, so I'm not going to bore you with those details. I do need to purchase some more SPF to get me through these summer months, but this was gifted to me. In the description box, I will note which products were gifted, which ones I purchased myself, just so you're fully aware. This was sent to me, and this is from It Cosmetics. It's the Hello Sunshine Invisible Hydrating Serum Lotion Daily SPF 50, and I really like this because this is hydrating enough for my more combination skin to use as a moisturizer and my SPF together. I don't need to layer an additional moisturizer with this product. This product also wears beautifully under makeup. I don't experience any pilling problems with this. My foundation and my primer lay it down wonderfully on top of this. You could use this as just your primer if you wanted. I have some other skin concerns that I like to tackle with my primers, but this is a fantastic product. One other skincare item I wanted to share with you. This is a bit of a splurge, but this is from Tower 28. It's their SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. Not only do I find a facial mist product really enjoyable as part of my morning skincare routine, especially, this one I find really helps my more acne prone skin. This includes hypochlorous acid. I am so sorry if I did not pronounce that correctly, but that is an ingredient that really helps with skin redness. And I find that my skin really enjoys this product. If you do have a more affordable option that I'm able to get here in Canada, you can let me know. I have seen a few floating around on Instagram especially, but by the time I pay for customs and shipping, I might as well just buy the Tower 28. I do wish that we got more for the price. I know they have a larger size, but I do have the 120 ml or 4 fluid ounce size, and I use this every single morning. This is also something you can use throughout the day, especially if you're not wearing makeup that day. It feels so nice to mist your face through these hot summer months. I love being a tanned goddess in the summer, but I don't want to put my skin at risk by tanning by laying out in the sun, so we're doing it the artificial way. These are my 2 favorite products and have been for the last 2 or 3 years, honestly, and I don't try out a lot of self tanners because I'm just happy with these. So as with all of these categories, if you have something I should try out, just let me know. But I have the Soul Body Gradual Sunless Tanning Lotion. I have mine in medium to deep. Now I obviously have a light skin tone, but I find the undertone of this product looks really beautiful. I'm not turning orange like I have with some other popular gradual tanning lotions. I find the color on this is really natural and does gradually build up in a really nice way, so you don't just wake up suddenly 5 shades darker. If you do want that, you would go with a more traditional tanning product. This is the e.l.f. Paradise Medium Self Tanning Water. Now I'm getting kind of low on mine, and that makes me a little bit nervous because I've heard that this is getting a bit trickier to get your hands on. Once again, I find that the undertone of the medium shade works great for my skin tone. It has a pretty neutral undertone. I don't find it too olivey green. I don't find it too warm orange leaning. This just looks really great. The smell of self tanner is not my favorite, but the tanning water delivery works really well for me. I find it sinks into my skin really nicely. I'm not concerned about staining my sheets as much, and I do spray this liberally on my body and then go in with a tanning mitt to really work in that product to ensure that I'm not getting any patchiness. So even though this does have a really fine, nice mist, I do still recommend like really rubbing it into the skin so you don't have any weird like splatters. Before hopping into makeup products, I do have one other like beauty category I wanted to chat about, then we'll hop into makeup, and that is fragrance. And for me, I really like an aquatic fragrance in the summer. I like feeling like I'm at the beach. And I have 3 here to share with you. I have a couple more, but these were the 3 that I pulled out. I have a little sample of the Ellis Brooklyn Salt perfume. The description on Sephora for this fragrance says it's capturing the essence of salty skin, the creamy heat of the sun, and a whiff of tropical florals, and I totally get all of those. This is a fresh solar fragrance with ylang ylang, Tahitian tear, and ambergris. This smells like a beach vacation to me. Next I have the Clean Reserve H2O collection in Golden Citrus. The scent type of this is fresh citrus and fruits. The keynotes are mandarin, orange blossom, and musk. This one has a little more depth than the Ellis Brooklyn one. It says this fragrance is inspired by a golden summer sky set over an ocean of citrus orchards. The sunny notes of mandarin and bergamot coupled with the clean water accord revitalize the senses. This one smells very fresh. I like the aquatic notes in here as well. These are all like in the same vein. And the last scent I want to share with you is the Wizard scent by Fantasy Cosmetica. Now it doesn't look like they have this available on their website right now, which is very unfortunate because I love this one in summer. This was also sent to me in PR, and I do have an affiliate code for this brand. The Wizard perfume is refreshing grass, water, and woods scent with citrus accents. We have lemongrass, citrus, marine notes. Inspired by laying in the grass and studying the night sky. I also really love the hand-painted bottles that the Fantasy Cosmetica fragrances come in. I think this is the one I want to wear today. I have not applied a fragrance yet. I do get mine in the oil roller balls as I am an international customer for them. Let's hop into some makeup, shall we? I have 2 primer categories I want to share with you. The first is a glowy but tacky primer. I want to look glowy, but I still want my makeup to stay put, and that's where the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer comes in for me. This is very sticky on the face, which sounds like a negative, but it's not, because my foundation really adheres to this so well. So this provides me with a really glowy base, but it ensures that my makeup will stick around all day, even when it's hot outside. So this is a great primer for summer. And next, for the combo oily girls, I I use the Jelly Pop too. But I have two more mattifying options for you. If you are super oily or it's going to be really high humidity, I need you to go with the One Size Oil Sucker Extreme Mattifying Alkaline Primer. My face has never looked this matte. Has never looked as matte as what this primer gives me. You use the tiniest amount, I apply it in my T-zone, and I feel matte. My skin is blurred. This almost feels like Botox. Like I feel like I can't really move those parts of my face that well. You want to apply a small amount in a thin layer and let it completely dry for 3 minutes before going in with foundation on top of it, and this works. If you don't need something that heavy duty, but you still would like some mattifying elements, I recommend the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops, Pore Refining and Blurring Serum. This is like a primer skincare hybrid. It definitely has some mattifying ingredients in here. You also have the BHAs that help with exfoliation on the skin, but it also blurs the skin a bit. It's not, if you have deep acne scarring or a lot of enlarged pores, this won't blur things out completely. But if it's just going to be a warm day, for me, if the humidity is not going to be too high, I can use this and get my makeup to wear really well all day long. Again, this is kind of skincare, kind of makeup, but I do use this as a primer. Two blush categories I have to share with you. The first is a long-lasting matte blush. For me, when it's really hot out and I'm getting a lot of oils coming through on my skin, my blush in this area is the first thing to be like eaten away. So in the summer, I take extra care to apply a long wearing blush and or layering a cream blush with a powder blush just to get that longevity. I have two blush formulas to share with you. The first are the Urban Decay Face Bond Blush Suede Powder Blushes. These are a new addition to my collection. These are a matte blush, which matte blushes are not my favorite. If you've been here a while, you know that. But what I do love about these is that they are so long lasting. I can still see this pop of color very obviously on my cheeks at the end of the day, and I cannot say that for most blushes I tend to wear. Whatever they put in these, I think it's also this Face Bond line from Urban Decay is just so great for combination oily skin. Spoiler, I will be talking about the foundation in a little bit, and I find that that is perfect for me in the warmer weather. I really like the 3 shades that they sent to me. Back Talk I probably won't be using much this summer because it's that more mauve-y type shade, but I have a baby pink and a really like vibrant apricot-y peach kind of color. Both are beautiful on the skin. I also have the matte Rare Beauty liquid blush. I have mine in the shade Joy. This is a very bright poppy color for my skin tone, but I love it. Moreover, they have so many shades that you can really find something that suits you, and these are so long lasting both on the skin and just like as a product, because you just need the tiniest amount and it goes such a long way. Now I don't know if I can't speak for all of the shades, but maybe it's also that I have a very bright shade that I'm applying to my cheeks, so therefore the color is kind of lasting longer than maybe some of the lighter shades. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know your feedback on that, but I really like these Rare Beauty blushes and I'd love to have more shades someday. Kind of transitioning from the Rare Beauty Joy blush, I love a bright pop of color on the cheeks. Really anytime, but especially in the summer. Blush just makes me happy. So I have 2 formulas and shades to share with you, but honestly, there were so many I could have chosen from. It was really hard for me to pare down for this video. First, I have a Colourpop Super Shock blush. I love the Super Shock formula. I love the blushes, I love the highlighters, I love the eyeshadows. The blush in particular that I'm sharing with you today, I believe that this was in the So Very Lovely collection. I can't quite remember, but this is the shade Georgette. It is a satin finish. Mine looks like it had a bit of an accident. It's a little bit cracked. This is so vibrant. I can see that this would be absolutely stunning on someone with a deeper skin tone than me, but I can go in with a light hand and a stippling brush and just have this beautiful pop of color on the cheeks. This is like a coral, but like leaning a bit more red, or maybe it's just that it's a deep coral, like there's more depth to it than what immediately comes to mind for me as a coral. It's very vibrant. Love it so much. And then last year I finally picked up one of these Patrick Ta blush duos. I got mine in, it was a newer shade last year, She's the Moment, and I'm so happy I picked this up. She's the Moment I thought looked more tangerine-y on the website and on the models than what I got, but I am still happy with it. It's just more corally pink than I thought I was getting, but nonetheless, I really enjoy the formula of this. I do want a more neutral shade as well, which seems like not something I would love, but my eye has been drawn to like 3 of the neutral shades, so I'm only going to choose one. But I love that we have a powder and a cream, and you can layer them in either way. I think that this color is so vibrant and juicy on the cheeks for the summertime, and I feel very fancy with this like more luxury packaging as well. You can't have a summer essentials video without bronzer. I pared it down to 2 again to share with you. I have a powder and a cream. The cream bronzer I'm pulling out is my Tarte Seychelles. This is the Breezy Cream Bronzer. I have a mini and this is lasting me so long. I have a huge dent in the middle, but I have no idea when I will hit pan. This is a very rich cream product, but it is really easy to blend out. The shade Seychelles is a bit warm for me right now, where I don't really have that much of a tan yet, but in the midst of summer, I love the finish that this gives on the skin. It gives a very healthy look. And then a newer product to my collection. This is the NYX Butter Melt Bronzer. I got mine in the shade 2 All Butted Up. I should have gotten shade 1, but here we are. These are very red leaning in their shade range across the entire shade range, I feel like. Which in the cooler months, which also this was a bit too deep for me, the undertone just didn't quite work on my skin tone. But now that we are in these warmer months, I'm starting to get a little bit of a tan. This kind of emulates like bronzed from the sun. Maybe you have a touch of a sunburn kind of look. These are ultra pigmented and have a really like natural slash glowy look to the skin. It's not like sheeny or sparkly, but it's definitely not matte, if that makes sense. And these also smell kind of vacation-y, which I really enjoy. 2 base product categories to share with you. Let's start off with the matte long wearing foundation. This again is the Urban Decay Face Bond foundation. I do have mine in the shade 6 Fair Warm, which is a really great shade for me. I love the packaging on this, but aside from that, this is medium buildable coverage and very matte. Not in a flat way, but in a way that allows this product to last all day long. I do find this to be moderately self-setting, though I do go in with a powder on top just because I do have more combination oily skin. I love this for a full work day, especially now that it's hot outside. I can trust this foundation. I know my skin is going to look great with this. This was like an immediate favorite for me as soon as I tried it for the first time, and I'm so happy to have this in my collection. But it's not every day that I'm looking for something so full coverage. When it's hot outside, I don't always want to have a super full face of makeup, but if I want a little something, a lighter coverage option is great to have. I've been trying to pan my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer this year, and I forgot how much I love this. This is what I'm wearing today. It offers light coverage, but this wears all day long on me. It looks so healthy and fresh on the skin. This comes with a ton of product. It has 1.45 fluid ounces or 43 mils. I have used a ton of this. I do have a window right in the center, but there is so much more product to go. This looks fantastic. It is many years old now, but I think this is still available, and if you've never tried it, I definitely recommend it. And I also have the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop. This is light coverage that you can build up a tiny bit in some areas, but I do use this as more of a skin tint. I really like how this wears on my combination skin. I do have mine in the shade 3, which will be too light for me come probably very shortly, but I will try and get some more love on this before that happens. Again, we have this like squeezy dropper style. I'm really enjoying that. In a foundation bottle, I guess that just goes to show that it's not like too thick of a product. Another one I've had for many years and still enjoying. And lastly, of course, I have some eyeshadow palettes to share with you. So in the 12th spot, I'm going to share some palettes with color. I just pulled 3 out that scream summer to me. I bought all 3 of these with my own money, and we also have a variety of price points. This is not me encouraging you to go do a bunch of shopping, but definitely for you to go shop your stash. And if there's ever a time where I'm going to wear color, I wear color all year round, but it would be the summer because look how fun these palettes look. I have been using the Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette so much this year. It is in my Pan Those eyeshadows, but beyond that, I've been reaching for so many other shades. I do have a shade from this palette on my eyes today. This palette is so fun to me. This is one of my very favorite palettes in my collection. It has some neutral adjacent shades at the top here. They do still have some color. It's like clearly orange. This brown has a lot of reddish undertones to it, etc. But these colors, I truly get so much use out of this palette. This is a great addition to my collection. One that I'm using this as an opportunity to remind me to reach for it this summer because I really neglected this last year, but I love this. This is the Colourpop In The Springs palette. Look how fun these colors are. This just looks like a vacation destination. You're in the pool, there's the palm trees in the background, and the colors in here are so fun. You can use this to create an everyday makeup look to go to work, but we have these blues and the pops of oranges. There's so much contrast in this palette, and there's a lot of like light shades to dark shades. This palette is so well put together and I need to use it more. And lastly, from Cosmic Beauty, one of my very favorite eyeshadow brands, this is Delicious Delights. This is like an elevated rainbow palette to me. We have clearly like all the shades, all the colors of the rainbow here, but it's with the variety of textures and finishes in here that really amp this up for me. And there's some unexpectedness. Like in a rainbow palette, we don't always find like these minty shades. Sprinkles here is the most incredible multi-chrome. Multi-chromes kind of intimidate me in like everyday wear. They're so fun to look at, so fun to swatch, but I feel like they don't always translate on the eyes in an everyday setting. For photography, of course, but just like at work, the light's hitting you one way and your eyes just look like they're 2 different colors. I don't know. But I need to reach for this one a bit more too. There are so many fun shades that will be perfect to use this summer. But that is everything I have to share with you in my summer essentials video. We talked shoes, skincare, fragrance, makeup, all of the things. Definitely let me know some of your summer essentials in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, and thank you so much to Cozy Island for sponsoring today's video, and thank you to all of you for allowing me these sponsorship opportunities. It means so much to me when you guys support these opportunities, and I wouldn't even get these opportunities if it weren't for you. So thank you so much. I do of course have a discount code in the description box, and if you click any of the links in my description box, I thank you so much. I'm gonna stop rambling now. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.